Hi there, we are at a producer demonstration site at Tregeagle, near the town of Alstonville in northern New South Wales. We're not far from one of our replicated trial sites where we're examining a range of species and how they tolerate pasture dieback. Alright, so here we're in a paddock that was drill sown last year. It was actually sprayed out with glyphosate, so the dieback had come through, there was broadleaf weeds, probably a few surviving grass plants. We took it out with glyphosate, and then we drill sowed a mix of ryegrass at a relatively low rate, a couple of clovers, some chicory, and underneath within that mix we also had some Rhodes grass and Megamax panic. Because the property had been destocked, the ryegrass probably got the jump and got a bit bulky, and as a result we probably didn't get the stands of Rhodes grass and Megamax panic that you possibly would have got if we'd grazed it earlier. And so when we had a field day here last year in spring, it was pretty much a sea of ryegrass. There was Rhodes grass underneath that's come back. There's not much panic to be seen, and there's plenty of chicory. We are thinking after this gets grazed off, we wouldn't mind seeing is probably some legumes in here, so we might oversow this with another low rate, maybe 15 kilos of ryegrass to get some winter feed, and a couple of types of clover. So see if we can get our clover established now and see if that can get us some winter spring feed, and hopefully the chicory and the Rhodes grass will persist on into summer. We're in a paddock here that was actually sown by drone. It was pretty much identical to the paddock to my left over here, sprayed out with Roundup, so nice clear seed bed. That one was drill sown, this one was sown by drone. The main difference last year when we came out as they were establishing was this paddock looked to be 2 to 3 weeks behind the other paddock. The seedlings just didn't get up and get going as well as they did next door where they were sown by a drill. Because the ryegrass wasn't so vigorous here, we tend to have a much better stand of Rhodes grass. So we've still got some chicory. There's a little bit of panic in here, but it's predominantly Rhodes grass and it doesn't look too bad. So once again, we will probably look to oversow a bit of ryegrass in the next month or so and get some clovers and some nitrogen fixes in here.